Hello crafty friends and welcome to another day of Die Cut December 2025. Let's see what the random number generator is going to pick today. 60. Oh, we've done that, photo corners. 76, we've done that, stars. 65, we've done that, rectangles. 78, ooh, stitching, right, stitching dies. Right, here are my stitching dies. I've got a lot of dies that have stitching detail on them, faux stitching, but today I'm going to use stitching dies, ones with holes in that you can actually stitch through. I do have a whole video all about adding stitching and faux stitching to your cards, so if you want to know more details then check that out. So today I'm going to use this stitching die, but I'm not going to run it through my die cutting machine. I'm just going to use it as a guide for punching some holes using a pokey tool. And I'm going to poke those holes into this piece of linen textured cardstock that I've cut with a stitched rectangle die. I've got a couple of pieces of craft foam here, so I've got something to poke into. My card and my die, I've just put that in place so it doesn't move while I'm poking. And this is a paper piercer or pokey tool, and I'm going to use it to poke some holes in the front of this. So that's one area done. I'll put some more over the other side. So there you go, I think that'll do. I've got some pale green embroidery thread here. It's 6-strand thread, but I want to separate it into 2 lots of 3 strands because the holes that I've got here, when I can get my fingers working properly, are quite small and 6 strands won't really go through them easily. Right, I've put the thread through and secured it on the back with washi tape, and now I'm going to do a cross stitch. So once I've done all my cross stitching, I'm going to come back to you. Right, I've finished my stitching. I really like the way that looks. On the back, I've put some 1mm deep foam tape, and this will give the panel a bit of a lift, but it will also accommodate any lumps and bumps from the stitching. Before I stick that on though, I want to add my focal point. For my focal point, I've die cut a heart using this die and matte gold cardstock, and that's going to hang about there, I think. Or I might put it in the middle. I think the stitching frames that quite nicely. I've also die cut this rose gold key, and that's going to go on there like that. And I've die cut 2 bows using this die, and I'm going to have that at the top of the heart. Firstly, I want to do some paper piecing so my bow looks more 3-dimensional. So on one bow, I've snipped off the dingly-dangly bits. Add some glue to what will be the bottom bow. And I'm going to stick that on top there like that. I'm going to use this hole punch to punch out a knot. It might be a bit big, I might have to die cut it. Yeah, it's a bit big. I'm going to use my multi-size circle die and cut some from this area and choose one that works. Pop a little bit of glue on the bow there, and I think this one's about the right size. Yeah. So I've got some very fine gold thread here. I don't want it to be too fine, so I've folded it on itself a few times just to get a few strands thick. So this is now 4 strands thick, and I've put a knot at that end and a knot at that end so that it doesn't come apart while I'm trying to fiddle with it. I'm going to pass this through this hole in the die cut. So that's a little loop there that I can now put these 2 bits through, the end bits, and now I can pull it taut and it's now dangling. I will just trim those off now, those knots, so it's not bulky. So now I'm going to put some high-tack white glue on the back of my heart and place it in the middle so I can see those stitches. And I'm going to take off the backing of this piece of double-sided and just twiddle this so it is all one piece, and fold that over the back and stick it onto the double-sided. So there we have my little heart hanging from a nice bit of gold thread. I'll pop a little bit of glue on the back of my key, and that is going to look as if it's attached by the bow and the thread. That's just going to go there, and then I'll dip my bow into some glue and place that there. And now I've taken the release paper off the double-sided tape on the back, and I can put my panel in the middle of my card. Just make sure before I press it down firmly that it is nice and straight. Now this is the point in the proceedings where it could all go horribly wrong, because I want to stamp my sentiment on the front of my card, but the front isn't particularly even given that I have put double-sided tape on the back, and I want to put my sentiment about here, but if I'm gentle I might be able to do it. Right, I'm actually going to stamp in Speckled Egg Distress Oxide. It's going to be very light. It's a light colour, but it matches the thread, I think. And it's not going to be too obtrusive. I've chosen Love You because there's a heart on it, there's a key on it. It's a bit like You've Got the Key to My Heart type thing. I've also chosen this quite blocky font because I think it goes with the cross stitch. Yep, I'm liking that. I think that'll do. So there you go, one card made with stitching dies. Obviously you can die cut with these and get quite nice big holes, but if you want smaller holes or you want to create your own design, maybe add some texture, or you could poke holes to create a heart shape or a circle or whatever you wanted to do. They're also useful just as stitching hole guides, which is how I use them today. Don't forget, I've got that whole video on using stitching on cards, so check that out if you want more ideas. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another day of Die Cut December. Bye for now.